No rotisserie? No problem. We're making chicken gyros on Continue Cooking. Fast, fresh, and dangerous to your local street vendor's ego. Gyros are a street food legend, but the giant spinning meat tower? Yeah, you're not fitting that in your kitchen. Juicy, spiced chicken, cool, tangy tzatziki. Quick to make, perfect for meal prep. Wrap it, load it with crisp veggies, flatbread closes, dinner wins. Press start to continue cooking.
Whoa! Here are our ingredients for our chicken gyros marinade today. First off, we've got chicken tenderloins, which will be excellent when we get them in a pita. Got a little garlic, lemon juice, Greek yogurt. This will be some red wine vinegar. Wow. We've got some kosher salt here. A little bit of black pepper we'll be putting in there. Cayenne pepper for just that little bit of a kick as well. We have some paprika. This is sweet paprika, not smoked. Some coriander powder, oregano, and cumin. This recipe calls for 1.5 pounds of the chicken tenderloins. I have 1 kilogram here, which is a little more than 2 pounds. I'm just gonna use all 1 kilogram because I don't want a bunch of extra tenderloin, hanging out. I'm gonna add our dry components first. Teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of paprika in there as well. We're gonna use a teaspoon of coriander. Here's our oregano, or as it says in Korean, oregano. Greek cuisine uses a lot of oregano, guys. It's one of their favorite herbs, so we're gonna use an entire tablespoon of oregano in here. We have our cayenne pepper here. We are only gonna add a dash because this is very spicy, so a little bit of cayenne. I'm gonna use a teaspoon of kosher salt here. I'm actually gonna do 1.5 teaspoons. Put some black pepper on top. So I'm just gonna crack 0.5 teaspoon of black pepper. All right, 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. Red wine vinegar, also very popular in Greek cuisine. And the lemon juice and vinegar will help this marinade soften up the outside of the chicken just a little bit. And then we're gonna add some extra virgin olive oil.
You want some evu.
Some evu! So 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is going to allow us to cook the chicken nicely. So now what we need is a cup of Greek yogurt. Yogurt also works very well in marinades, but typically with yogurt-based marinades, you do have to leave them overnight because it's a little bit slower acting. So the effect of the yogurt on the meat in terms of tenderization is not really going to work all that much in the probably hour this is sitting around in the fridge. So we're gonna add a cup of Greek yogurt, just plain. Obviously plain, don't be adding no vanilla Greek yogurt, you weirdos. You might wanna mix it without the chicken tenders first, because that will be more effective, but I like to live difficultly. Outrageous take. Okay, final thing that we need to put in here is I'm going to mince 3 cloves of garlic.
Why are the Greeks famous for their yogurt?
So it is basically just a way to discuss the way the yogurt is made. What's nice about most Greek yogurts is that it's non-fat. So it's high protein, low fat, which is very good for you. So we have our 3 cloves of minced garlic in now. So here's our chicken. We're gonna just toss this in the fridge right now and let it marinate for actually probably an hour at least. All right, here we go. We're gonna be making some tzatziki sauce, and tzatziki is a yogurt-based sauce, so we have our Greek yogurt here. We also have a cucumber, which we're going to grate, some garlic, which we'll leave raw and grate into the tzatziki. We've got some fresh dill here as well to add that flavor, some white vinegar, kosher salt, and some extra virgin olive oil, and that's it. You're gonna wanna use a lower water cucumber for this, so an English or a Japanese or Korean or Persian cucumber. But even so, we are gonna squeeze some water out of it just because we don't want the sauce to be all watery.
What if you don't have a box cutter?
Buy a box cutter for $1. There you go. 3/4 of a Korean cucumber. It's going to be important that we get some of the water content out of this. And the way we do that with cucumbers is I'm gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, sprinkle it in, and then I'm going to coat my cucumbers in the kosher salt. And the salt will draw the water out of the cucumbers if we let it sit for 10 minutes or so. And then we'll be able to squeeze a bunch of the liquid out of the cucumber because we want the cucumber flavor. But if we let the cucumber sit in the yogurt, it's going to introduce a lot of water content, which we don't necessarily want. All right. Again, raw garlic is very powerful, and it depends on how garlicky you're going to want your sauce. I like my sauce garlicky, so you can add 4 or 5 or even more cloves of garlic. If you want it to be less garlicky, just use 1 or 2. The reason why we're going to mince this on a microplane, you can go ahead and use your knife to mince it as well, but the smaller, when it's kind of a garlic paste at this point in time, it's going to make it a lot easier to mix into the sauce evenly. So we're going to use another half a teaspoon of kosher salt in here. And we are going to use 2 cups of yogurt. I'm going to chop up some fresh dill here. Use dried dill too if you want. And what's so good about Mediterranean food and Middle Eastern food is all the nice and fresh herbs. Going to add a teaspoon of white vinegar and a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. So white pepper is actually the same plant as black pepper. It just depends on when you harvest it, whether it's white or black. And the white kind tends to be a little bit more fruity and spicy. We are going to just go ahead and mix this together now, and then we will mix in the cucumbers, and then our sauce will be complete. All right, so let's take a look at our cucumbers again. So as you can see, we have quite a bit of cucumber water that has come out. We are going to go ahead and squeeze the cucumbers. So take a nice fistful of cucumbers, and you're gonna see a ton of water come out. So here you go, you can watch all this cucumber water come out. So this is how much water we took out of those cucumbers. It's a lot, it's like a 1/4 cup maybe. All right, so I'll give this a try now.
What do you think?
Good. This is more of an authentic tzatziki sauce. When we make the halal cart white sauce next week, we add sugar to it, so it's a little sweeter. The kind of Americanized halal cart sauce is a bit different than this, but this is still really good.
I would like to taste. I'm coming on camera. Look at me. Look at me. Ah. Why is it spicy?
It has a little bit of white
pepper.
It has a white pepper in there. Just a little bit. I love it when Korean people are like, "Can you eat spicy?" I'm like, Korean people, who do you think gave you the chili peppers? It was white people. White people gave you the chilies. Here is the marinated chicken that we made earlier. Pulled it out of the fridge after about an hour. So we're gonna do it over medium. So you can use a non-stick skillet for this. I just prefer, like the cast iron's nice because it, it heats up nicely and it'll, I think, provide a better sear on these. I'm gonna add just a little bit of oil to this pan, just a touch. We'll cook these about 5 minutes per side. So we do wanna get some browning on there for the Maillard reaction. And these chicken tenderloins, the nice thing is they're already shaped into strips, so we can just slap, 2, 3 of these on a pita.
Is it burning?
The bottom might be burning just a little bit. And we do want some browning on the chicken, so this isn't bad. It's pita time, baby.
It's bang time.
So what we're gonna do now is we need to heat our cast iron skillet up to like medium high. Because again, what we're trying to do is mimic this being in the oven at like 500 degrees. So we need this to be quite hot.
Do we need to open windows?
Yeah. This is a cast iron pan that is seasoned, so it will start smoking. And that's when we know we're gonna be in a good spot. And normally you just leave it there in the oven, but on the stove top, I'm concerned about the steam escaping from the other side, so I'm gonna try and do it this way, just sear off kind of one side. All right, so it is puffing a little bit here, but it should be aggressively puffing. The elusive search for the correct stovetop pita. Oh, it's puffing. It's doing it. We did it, chat.
Woo!
We did it. Okay, so here we go. Let's do the chicken. So first off, let's get some of our chicken on there. Add some nice tomatoes. Oh yeah, look at that.
All right. Take a bite.
Right. One of the differences between this sauce and white sauce, which is used in like halal cart recipes or halal guys, is that there's a lot of mayonnaise in that halal cart white sauce.
That's what
and it is good. It's very good. But the tzatziki that we made just with Greek yogurt, so the white sauce combination of yogurt and mayonnaise, that's going to be a lot worse for you.
I think that's it for today.
Thanks for watching, guys.
And we will see you Wednesday night, U.S. time. Bye.